All right, let's talk about the employment market, say 10 years ago. All right, Baltimore has always had a very good market, particularly in the IT and the accounting finance fields. We've been through three downturn periods, and that was in the early 80s, the early 90s, and right after 2001. All right, the markets were bad at 2001, but that was probably, after 9/11, that was probably the most critical period in all the employment sectors, particularly for search firms, because no one knew what was going to happen. Everyone was afraid to make a move, even if they weren't happy, because there was so much uncertainty. And just like the stock markets, uncertainty in the employment markets make people stay where they are. And if there's no movement, it's not necessarily good for companies, because some movement is good. You need to bring in fresh talent. But for the search firms, that was probably the most scariest time I've ever seen. The job boards. I think everyone in the employment sector, search firms, was leery about the impact of job boards and how they would impact our business. Would we be replaced by automation? And as it turns out, the job boards have probably helped us more than they have our corporate clients for a couple reasons. Number one, there's so many people posting resumes right now. The challenge for companies is finding good people. And to go through 100 resumes or 200 resumes and multiple interviews to find that one good person is so time-consuming. By the time you come back to that good person, they may have already taken another job. So you need resources to really talk to as many people as you possibly can who are posting on the boards, to filter out the good people, not so much the good people, the qualified people from those unqualified. A firm like ours with 14 recruiters has those kind of resources. The second thing is, where it's really helped us is not in the people that we're meeting or talking to during those initial conversations, but the relationships we're building with those people who are then referring us to people that we are placing or clients that we are working with. Maybe somebody who posted on Monster didn't hear from any other search firm but us. We built a relationship. We helped them during their search process, even if they weren't placed. All right, but maybe we advised them during their search process. They're not going to forget it, and when they become into a position of positive influence, either recommending us to their HR department or hiring themselves, they're coming back to us. So it's done something that none of us anticipated, and that is it's been a client development tool.